You're on a GLP-1. Your appetite is changing, your cravings quiet down, and food noise is finally fading. But now you're wondering, how do I manage my side effects? What do I eat to stay strong? How do I break through a plateau? Because reaching your weight loss goals can take more than meds. That's where Weight Watchers Med Plus comes in. The support designed to help you navigate what comes next. With trusted experts who guide you, food plans that work with your body, support to help manage side effects, plus access to GLP-1 medication. Weight Watchers Med Plus is designed to help you lose more weight. Watch it work. Get started today at WeightWatchers.com. All medical services are provided through our affiliated medical group, Weight Watchers Clinic. Medications require eligibility and prescription. Individual results may vary. See site for more details.
Mom, can you tell me a story?
Sure. Once upon a time, a mom needed a new car.
Was she brave?
She was tired, mostly. But she went to Carvana.com and found a great car at a great price. No secret treasure map required.
Did she have to fight a dragon?
Nope, she bought it 100% online. From her bed, actually.
Was it scary?
Honey, it was as unscary as car buying could be.
Did the car have a sunroof?
It did, actually.
Okay, good story.
Car buying you'll want to tell stories about. Buy your car today on
Carvana.
Delivery fees may apply.
Oh, what are you doing? I'll tell you what you're doing. You're listening to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast. Either you are, or I'll be skipping rope with your entrails. Ta-ta.
This is the Elder Scrolls Lorecast, your source for lore and so much more. Adventurers, welcome back to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast. We have our patrons joining us this week, and Lotus is away on assignment at PAX because he's having a fun time going to PAX. But hopefully he brings back info about other cool games and things that we could talk about in the future. But we are talking with our patrons this week. We're playing 20 questions again. Falcon with the box on suggested it, and we've decided to go all in on 20 questions. Falcon's going to start us off, but we also have Rob the Princess and Mintaka and the main monkey hanging out in chat with us. But you'll hear me and Falcon and Rob and Mintaka discussing our concepts and try to figure out who comes up, whatever they came up with and all of that. We've done this before. You guys know how this works. But welcome back, everybody. So good to have everyone here. And chat, thanks for joining us for the live show. Let's just go ahead and get started because I'm excited to find out what each of you comes up with because you come up with some really creative stuff sometimes that I just never figure out. But Falcon, why don't you kick us off? I guess you already have an idea, so Rob would be the first person to ask a question. So I usually that's how it works, right? People are nodding. We're nodding. You guys can talk.
Yeah, sorry, I was still muted. That is a great idea.
There you go. All right, Rob. So you're going to start with the first question. If you want to keep track of how many questions we've gone through, everyone other than Falcon is working to solve this together. So the other three of us can discuss this, and including Main Monkey, 4 of us can discuss this and try to figure this out. But we each take turns asking an official question. And if we feel like we know it, we can say, oh, I think I know it, but that counts as a question. So be careful with those. So Rob, go ahead and get us kicked off.
I wanted to have a prefacing. I probably should have said this before, but are we sticking to just in-universe, in-lore, or in-game things? Or can it be like, a public thing that happened in the real world that was related to
Elder Scrolls and Bethesda and that sort of thing? Like I'm going to let Falcon,
or something like that.
I'm going to let Falcon decide. Falcon, what do you think? Do we keep it in universe or can there be meta topics?
I think just in universe, because going real world, you can get.
It could get real far afield.
I think it can get kind of messy.
Yeah, fair enough. So in universe, so you could come up with something like Talos or something like that, but you can't say Todd Howard, right? That doesn't work.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect example.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, go ahead, Rob. Get us started.
Okay. I'm very strategic with these games, as we found out last time. So I'm going to start the way you're supposed to. And that is this a person?
No.
Okay.
All right, not a person. Mintaka, you go next. It's not a person. What do you think?
Is this an object?
Yeah, I would say an object.
Oh, okay. It's not a person. It is an object. Okay. Is it a place also?
Not a place.
So it's not like a physical place, but it's a physical object.
Yes, physical object.
Okay. All right, back to Rob. That's 3 so far.
Okay.
What do you think, Rob?
Do we want to count, like, Main Monkey's typed a question? Do we want to have him in the order, or go off of like advice from him?
It's tricky for our listeners who can't hear him. So I think what we should do with Main Monkey is Main Monkey can make suggestions, and if you want to go with that suggestion on your turn, you're welcome to. So or plus we can discuss it. What? So
I think that's a great narrowing question. So I'll take Main Monkey's suggestion. Is this a Daedric object?
No.
Not a Daedric object. Okay, it's not a place, not a person, not a Daedric object, but it's an object.
Yes.
Okay. And you did say physical. Got that snuck in there.
Say physical.
Physical object. Okay. Mintaka? What do you think? We're up to 4 questions. Man, this is going fast.
Is this a magical object?
Not magical.
It's not magical. Okay, so it's like a mundane physical object.
It's gonna be like a piece of granite.
This better not be an Argonian.
It's not a person.
No, I mean, it is Falcon.
People.
It is Falcon. So, okay, well, here, let's narrow it.
You're not familiar with Falcon, but...
Well, you might be. If you've been listening to the Patron chats, then you are.
I've listened to every single episode that's existed so far.
There you go. So yes.
Yeah, it's like saying a garden hoe is a person.
It's a blur. It's a blur.
All right. Shit. Okay, so here I'm gonna pull us together for mine. Should I ask if it's living? Because it could be a living object.
I think we should assume that it is an actual object and not an object to Falcon.
Well, yeah, no, but I mean, like, it could be a tree, right? It could be
I see.
Right, like an object, like heck, a wolf in the wild is is a physical object, right? Like on its broadest terms.
Well, I guess because it's not a person, not a place, so it would have to be an object.
You could ask if it's living or alive.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's living,
inorganic or organic, or alive and not alive. Those are 2 different things.
Yeah. I mean, organic. Do you mean
I think that's a good way to narrow it down further, though.
Okay, now let's narrow it down. Is it living? Is it a living object?
It is not living.
It is not living. Okay, so inanimate would be the opposite of that, I would assume. It's not magical, so it can't be magically moving or something.
I mean, it could just be dead as well.
It could. Yeah, I guess it isn't alive, so it's not living. Oh, the way you phrase these questions is so important.
That's why I was like, if you said organic, a body is organic, but it's not living.
That's true. Maybe I should have done organic. Okay, I think we're leaning into the realm of it's a physical inorganic object.
I think it's safe to assume it's probably inorganic.
Now we could be totally wrong, but I think that is safe to assume.
Absolutely.
So, what do you think?
I go now?
Yeah, it's your turn. Okay. Your turn. Where do you go to 6 questions? Yeah, 6. Yeah,
Main Monkey's
keeping it first.
We've got a lot of the general questions out of the way, so now I feel like we need to narrow in. Can you wear it?
No, cannot wear it.
It's not wearable. Okay, can't wear it. All right, Mintaka, number 7.
Is the object made of metal?
Not metal.
It's not metal. Okay. Is it... okay, it's a physical object. Probably not organic. Not living. Is it larger than a bread box?
I would say smaller.
It's smaller. That's not larger than a bread box.
Yeah.
I love how helpful that question is.
well, we know it's not the throat of the world. So
yeah.
Like, there you go. All right, Rob's turn again.
It's not a place.
Well, yeah. I mean, so that raises questions. Like, if you were to say it's a specific mountain, is a mountain a place or is it a thing? Right? Like, that's one of those.
Both.
It's both, I guess.
I would say
places can
both.
be things.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's why we already knew it was a thing. You still wanted to clarify if it was also a place, like a mountain. Right. All right. But it's also now a small thing. It's smaller than a bread box. So, is it safe to hold?
Yes.
It's safe to hold. Okay. We're getting some guesses in Twitch chat.
Like
so if you want to,
or lava or something.
Yeah, if you want to use Twitch chat to inform our questions, feel free.
What are we at? Like 8?
Yeah. Where were we?
I guess I should keep track since it's my
right. It's also not magical. Yeah,
I'm writing them down. 8. I'm not numbering them, but
yeah, Main Monkey's keeping the numbers for us. This is number 8. So What do you think, Mintaka? Where are we going with this one?
I got 10.
It's not magical, so it can't be. I'm seeing guesses like soul gem in chat. It can't be a soul gem because that's a magical item.
It's too magical.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hung up on material, but I don't know if that's the best.
It could be food.
Material could be very helpful.
Right.
And I guess it could be food. Would be, again, is it organic or is it not organic? That could still be a helpful question.
Could be. Although there's plenty of organic matter that's not food.
Mm-hmm. I mean, is it something that is made? Like you could make a sword, but you could also make a sweet roll. Like sweet roll is one of the suggestions.
How many things are not made though? I feel like that's if they say
made
yes,
by
it can be
people.
made, does it narrow
is
it
it
down
made
that
by
much?
Consumable.
people? Is it that could be a good question.
Okay, yeah.
Any of those work. What do you think?
Okay, I think I'll go with the consumable. I kind of like that. Is it consumable?
It is not consumable.
It is not consumable. Okay. Is it, or do we want to narrow down if it, like, Rob, your question about, like, is it, how did you phrase it? Is it safe?
Is it safe to hold?
Is it safe to hold?
Specifically hold.
So do we want to get into the idea of, like, is it dangerous? Like, just because it's safe for you to, like, a sword is safe for you to hold, but it's not safe to be stabbed with, right? So,
well, I think is it a weapon would probably be a better question than that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I think now is the time for more specifics.
You can't wear it. We've already cleared that up.
Yeah, we know what it is. So it's not armor. It's not jewelry.
It's not a hat.
Those things.
It's should we talk about manufacturing? Is it manufactured?
Well, yeah. So that was one of the ideas you had earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know if it really narrows it down that much, but maybe it does. Maybe I'm overthinking that.
Mm-hmm. Or we could even go into the realm of, like, how common is it? Is it a common thing? Is it rare? Is it singular?
Is it a unique item or is it one of many? Yeah.
Right. We could also, and this is just for other future ideas too, we could also talk about how we would interact with it in the game, or if it is interactable in a game. Like, it could be in the universe, but not anything we've ever seen in a game before. That's a whole nother realm of stuff. Okay, so let's talk about commonality. Is this something most people will have seen or used or been in contact with?
Yes.
Okay, so it feels like it's pretty common. All right, Rob, it's your turn.
Does people refer to player or NPC?
People, anybody in the world, like the like a regular person.
Regular person.
Like, in universe people.
In universe people.
Counts Argonians and Khajiit.
Right, like
I think I would. Khajiit are people. Argonians not so much.
I thought we were okay.
So,
all right.
So
very focused in my hate.
So Maik the liar will be aware of what this thing is.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought if it had a tail.
This not so much.
Yeah,
and
I'd say the general person would be aware. Yes.
No, not just aware, but like has come in contact with something like this.
Yes, okay. I do think so.
What was your question, Tom? I didn't write it down ahead of time.
It was roughly something like would like the average person know about this, come in contact with it regularly, that kind of thing. And the answer was yes. So it's not just know about, because everybody might know about the Wabajack, even though it's singular, but most people have never touched it, right?
That's true.
So, but this is like most people have, like, this is very common. They would have come in contact with it, maybe engaged with one or used it or whatever you do with it. So
is it food? Oh no, wait, no, don't answer that.
Oh, he just answered. Oh, he did.
I just answered.
He did. He answered. He said no.
Yep.
He said it's not food. It's not food.
I knew that already. I'm sorry.
We did ask consumable 3 questions ago.
Because consumable is not the same thing as eating, but yeah.
Right, you could consume it in other ways too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Technically, you could consume a pair of pants without eating them. You just wear them until they wear out. Okay, Mintaka, your turn.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, would this be considered a tool?
No.
Not a tool. Does this occur naturally?
No.
Doesn't occur naturally. So it's not even just like a stick you find on the ground. Even if it wasn't used to be living, but branch. Right.
I think that's question 15. So
we're
running out.
Okay. All right. We got to narrow this down.
And I am coming from you, and I'm going to burn the question.
Maybe this is what we should do, is just take a minute to think about what are a bunch of mundane things that most people come in contact with that aren't magical, they're not living, they're not consumable,
it's come across my mind a lot. It could be a septum, a coin.
Could be.
That's something that's crossed my mind a lot.
But it's not made of metal.
It's not made of metal, so it can't be a septum.
Septum's metal.
I
Yeah.
assume
True, not
septums are
metal.
metal, yeah.
Yeah.
That is very
It's
true.
safe
They're
to
made of
hold,
gold
smaller.
even.
It's small, safe,
small.
not consumable, common, not a tool.
Not alive.
Not naturally occurring. So if it's not a tool, it kind of makes me think it's something that's not necessarily a practical item. Like maybe it's for sure.
Maybe it's one of those. Maybe it's just one of the signs they put in front of their stores that every time I walk under them, I jump up and make my head hit, so
Yeah.
it flaps back and
I
forth.
feel like a soccer player.
Does wooden sword count through what we've narrowed down?
Is that smaller than a bread box?
But it's a
I'd say so. They're
wooden
like
sword
little short swords.
consumable. What do you think?
Well, because it's not consumable.
Yeah.
The answer was it was not consumable,
Right.
And that's why it was a waste of a question to say it's not food either, because
Right.
it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So technically, a wooden sword does fit the restrictions, but that's
a very specific
item
guess.
in Skyrim. I'm like, oh yeah, that could fit this. Is there anything else?
Yeah,
I think
swords
it
are
might
not.
be made.
Yeah, swords are not really smaller than a bread box, though. That's a good point. Main monkey
The
said.
wooden swords are.
How
Fairly
big
short
is your
ones, in my
loaf of
opinion.
bread, Rob?
I mean, a bread box is like what 2 feet at the most, and 1.5 feet by like
Yeah.
a foot.
I
Right,
had a wooden
and,
sword
You
as
could
a
fit
kid.
you could fit a dagger in it,
It was
Wooden swords are
Yeah,
often 14 to 18 inches long. That's
like little tiny ones.
Same.
I have a feeling it's not a wooden sword. That's a very specific guess. We could ask if it's something people manufacture.
well, it doesn't occur naturally, so I was assuming that it was manufactured.
That's
but-
true. That's true.
That's pretty much the same opposite question.
We could focus in on like what it would be used for, the kinds of things you can do with things you
Yeah,
make.
I think that's where we kind of have to go to figure out what this is. I just don't know what direction to even start there.
Is it like somebody's head? Like that doesn't fit, right?
Safe to hold. Consumable.
Small.
Are you a Bosmer?
Heads are pretty common. It's not a tool. I guess it's not natural. It's not naturally cursed. So it can't be a head.
Wait, your head's not naturally Oh no, it's not naturally
The
curved.
object is not like heads are naturally
Yeah.
occurring things. You just grow them, right? Like,
They just happen.
all right.
Oh, okay. So Main Monkey says he's leaning towards a piece of paper, but that does make me think a book, like a spell tome.
That's true. Books are very common in the games.
Safe to hold, smaller.
Ooh, it might be a
spell tome would be
specific-
magical, so
but it might
not
be a
spell
specific-
tome, but it could be a book. It could
Yeah.
be
Most
a
people
copy of the Lusty
encounter-
Argonian.
the dusty
Dusty
Argonian
Argonian.
main monkey.
Oof.
All right, it's
Who's that?
Mintaka. Is it your turn? It's your turn, right?
Oh yeah, it's probably my turn.
I think it is. So
Is it made from a tree product?
Yeah. Yeah, I assume it's made of tree.
we got a yes.
so-
Okay, so
Paper or
paper or wood or
I think it's something made of paper.
I think it's a book, or I guess it could be a scroll, but
It
it's
can't
probably
be a
a book.
spell scroll, but it could be a regular boring scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. Is it? How do we narrow that down? Should I ask if it typically has writing on it? Like your bed wouldn't have writing. Well, it can't be a bed, but like a little dagger, a little wooden dagger wouldn't have a
I
bucket.
think asking if
wouldn't
it's
have
a
writing.
book is a fair, because that's not like a
But
guess.
it might
Guess
be
we're
a
still-
scroll. So if the answer is yes, it has writing, then it could be a book or a scroll or a specific book or a specific scroll.
Don't we already kind of think it's either a book or a scroll? Do we think it's something else?
Well, it's made out of tree, so it could be a bucket. It could be a bread basket.
You said it so confidently. It could definitely still be a
It
bucket.
could be a bucket. It could be a wooden dagger. It could be a bread basket. It could be
An Elder Scrolls toilet, if you will.
it could be a little toy or a doll. I mean,
That's fair. If you feel like we still need to narrow it down to literature or
Okay.
not literature.
yeah. Okay. So what number are we up to? 16?
Oh, 1, 2,
Oh, we're getting close. 8,
9, 10, 15, 16.
16.
So,
All right. We've got just a few left. All right. Should I just ask if it's a book? You guys feel good with that one? Yes.
I think
Yes.
just skip to book because I think
Okay.
it's likely not a scroll.
All right. Is it a book?
Yes.
Is the answer that it's a book, or is it a specific? Like, do we still have further to go?
Specific, yeah.
It's a okay, so we're getting close. Okay. Just wanted to be
I would
clear.
like
It's not
to
like we
make
just
a
like won.
guess.
It's a book. Like,
Hear the guess, Rob.
Is it a copy of the Lusty Argonian?
No.
Oh, no.
Okay.
All right.
That puts you at...
Was that 18? 17, 18?
That was 18, so you have...
2 more. We're down to 2.
Yeah.
Oh, we have to narrow in on what the book is. It's not magical. It's a specific book. It could be so many books. It could be the Pocket Guide to the Empire. It could be The Real Baron Zaya. It could be there's so many books.
Immortal Blood.
Right.
Yeah.
Just name a book. How do we narrow this down?
Well, there are only 2 questions left, and that's Mintaka and Tom. So good luck, guys.
Shit, Rob's like, I'm out. I'm done. Well, Mintaka, what do you think?
Oh, okay.
Is it a popular book? I mean, that's tough to define. Is it?
It makes me want to ask a meta question about how many games it's been. That still doesn't help because
it's really tough to narrow that down because the majority of the books have been in the series for a long time.
Yeah, right. Almost every book's in 4 or 5 games.
Yeah,
it doesn't really narrow it down.
That Penguin in chat says the sermons of Vivek. It could be one of Vivek's sermon books. There's so many
36
books.
36 or something.
Yeah, 36. Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be a good evil choice.
Well, we have to go somewhere with it. We got to go somewhere. I have a feeling this is going to be...
I'm not staying silent to sabotage you guys. I'm staying silent because I have no clue, by the way.
Here's what I'm going to do. Elder Scrolls books. It's in universe, so it can't be the novels. It can't be one of the novels, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just looking. Oh my god, there's so many books. Okay,
there really are, man.
We may. I don't know if we just
so long to get to book. I feel like we're screwed.
Yeah, I don't know if we just want to pick a book and guess, and then just be like, oh, maybe you got us. I mean, you can ask if it's a well known isn't great, but if it's is it bigger or is it littler? Main Monkey's raising his hand. Legend of Red Eagles is singular as opposed to a series. Okay, it could be Legend of Red Eagle, but yeah, it could be lots of these books.
Should we ask if it's a series or a standalone book?
That's
okay.
Questions left.
That still narrows us down some. So yeah, I'm trying to think of how do we even just cut this in half?
Well, yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't think that really helps in a meaningful way because, it does remove some of the answers, but we'll still have no clue amongst 58 guesses at.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, I can't think of anything better.
And I can't either, so I guess there's that.
I can't think of a better alternative, so I guess I will ask.
Maybe the best strategy here is what Rob was trying to do by knowing Falcon and choosing the lusty Arconian maid. Maybe we just need to go, okay, what book would Falcon come up with?
And besides Lusty Argonian maid, I got nothing. Is there a book about the buying and selling of Argonians?
Maybe.
Argonian Slave Ledger, Volume 5.
Right? Yeah. Oh man, there's so many books. All right, I'm jumping to Skyrim. I'm just scrolling down the list here. A Dance in Fire, A Game at Dinner, A Tragedy in Black. They just go. Beggar Prince, Bone, Breathing Water, Cabin in the Woods. There's so many. Well, go with your gut, Mintaka. Good luck.
Right. Well, I guess I'll just say, is this a fiction or nonfiction?
In universe, is it like a history book in universe, or is it a story? That's a really fuzzy line with so many of these books, but
yeah,
I'd say it's nonfiction.
Nonfiction. Okay. Oh, all right, guys. This is our last guess. It's on me. A nonfiction book. So that could be a histories. That could be like a pocket guide to the Empire. That could be any of the religious works. That could be
the Gentleman's Guide to Whiterun.
It could be the Gentleman's Guide to Whiterun. It could be Vivek's books. It could be.
Well, I wouldn't go that far and say those are nonfiction.
Well, yeah. Okay.
Opinion.
Right. I mean, they're written as if they are nonfiction.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything in there's a little bit
very
weird.
Blurry anyway.
Yes. Okay, nonfiction. I'm just going to guess something. I think Pocket Guide to the Empire is a very common, everybody knows about it sort of book. Is it the Pocket Guide to the Empire?
It is not.
All right. Well, what is it? We failed. Falcon wins.
It is A Brief History of the Empire.
Oh my gosh, I was close. That is really
wow.
That
close.
is the book you find in the. I assume it's everywhere, but the Torturer's Chamber in Helgen is why I picked
Yeah,
it.
that is
Yep.
true.
Everyone goes by it.
I figure it's like the
Technically,
first
like
book
the
you
first
see,
book. Yeah.
basically. Yeah, so
All right,
That's
man.
surprisingly close, though, Tom. Like
So
wow.
close. So close. Yeah, because those are the books that, like, they're kind of these, I don't know. They're,
I didn't think you guys were going to get close to book until Main Monkey said piece of paper.
oof, yeah. Thanks, Main Monkey.
Yeah.
Main Monkey's still guessing stuff in there. Litany of Blood.
And there was a
Before we
reason I thought
guessed.
it wasn't wood either, because I said tree, and you're like, I assume it would be. But if it
Yeah,
were wood, you would have just said yes.
Yeah, you can make a book out of
assume
something
the
other than a tree.
pages Are,
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could make it with hemp or whatever, but
yeah, I think
Yeah.
older books were not tree.
All right, Rob. Rob's up. It's Rob's turn. You have a thing in mind?
I have a subject ready to go.
Cool. All right, Mintaka, you get the first question since you're after Rob here.
all right.
So, starting off a new
your
one.
background in paper, miss. Okay. Okay. Is this a living creature?
No.
Not a living creature. All right. Is this a place?
No.
Not a place. Not a living creature. Falcon disappeared from the camera. Falcon, are you here? Falcon's
Also muted. So I
also
think
muted.
maybe-
I'm guessing that
maybe
Falcon
AFK.
Falcon had an uprising. His
they said
farm tools
here.
out back started to rebel, so he had to go
Oh,
put
by
them
the way,
down.
I'm not going to keep track of your guys' questions. So if someone else wants to keep count,
So
that'd be great.
Yeah, that's 2. Yeah, Main Monkey's doing the counting. Thank you, Main Monkey.
Okay.
All right, so let's just go back to Mintaka until Falcon returns. So, not a living thing,
Right.
not a place.
Not a living creature, not a place. Is this an object then?
No.
Ah.
Is
Okay.
this a concept?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that's the most fitting.
Yes.
category.
Yes. Yeah. Typically, yeah. Yeah. Main Monkey saying first question is always: is it a noun, person, place, or idea?
I
Yeah.
think they all
We're in the
inherently
idea
have to be
concept.
nouns.
Yeah, I think the assumption is that they're all nouns. So we're in the concept idea area. All right, Mintaka, what do you think?
Is this related to magic?
Yes.
It's a magic. It's a
Just
magic
figuring out which kind of noun it is the trick.
concept.
Right.
Is it? It's related to magic. Is it a type of magic? I'm thinking
can
like
you ask that again in a different way?
tonal magic, or like Daedric magic, or
Like you're asking, is the answer a category of magic?
is it a type of magic? Yes.
No.
Okay, the answer is not. It's not like tonal magic is the answer. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
What were the first couple questions?
So we've narrowed it down to it's an idea. It's not a place. It's not a living thing. It's not a I don't know, whatever other things we've mentioned
I think
so
what
far.
you guys have narrowed down is that it is a concept relating to magic.
Concept relating to magic.
And the answer is not a school or category of magic.
Right. It's not like a category. Like, yeah. So, do you want to go Falcon, or you stepped away for a minute? You want to catch up?
Does
Yeah.
no
Go ahead.
category, does that disqualify specific spells then?
I haven't answered anything like that.
It's a concept. So,
I've just
Are
specifically
spells
stated that
concepts? I don't really know how.
are spells concepts? The concept of a spell?
I mean, what would you guys say a spell is?
It's
It's not an object.
It's definitely not an object.
Yeah, it's a.
So I would say that
Process?
a spell would fit within a concept.
Yeah, I guess you could argue that there's the concept of the spell, and then there's the act of casting the spell, and then there's the results of the spell.
Yeah.
Like I guess you could divide it into components that way.
You could call it an idea. You could call it a concept. It's a
Okay, well,
a non-physical thing.
Rob's the one leading this, so he's putting
Yeah.
different spells on the board. So let's just consider that. So
And this is not me saying that it absolutely is a spell. I'm just saying yes, a spell would fit in what you guys have narrowed down.
got it. Yeah. Okay. What do you think,
Do
Falcon?
we want to work to narrow down besides if it's a spell or not?
I mean, you could just ask the question: is it a spell?
Okay. Is it a spell?
Yes.
Oh, it is a spell. Okay, cool. All right. Oh, no. Okay, so good, but also we're in the book realm where it's just like there's a whole list of things. Oh man. Okay.
Well, time to pull up
I just don't want to
List
give
of
you guys a
spells.
free question without you guys actually asking me a question.
Yes.
So
Yeah, appreciate it.
So
all
we
right.
probably want to get it
List of
down
spells.
to a
All right, so
school.
right. So
then?
what are ways that we can subdivide this? Schools, the kinds of things that spells do.
Could ask if it causes damage.
Yeah, like is it offensive? Is it defensive? Is it just mundane?
Elemental. That's
Elemental would be another division. That's a good
That
one.
could be a
Main
good-
monkey.
Yeah.
Mitaka, it's on you. How do you want to go about this?
I'm going to say, is this a spell typically used to...
no.
No. Okay, so probably not
So-
destruction magic.
probably going to rule out destruction. You might even rule out conjuration to some extent.
Is it?
Depending
Oh man,
how
is
you
this
think of it.
okay?
defensive. Or
This is not me asking the
It's not
question,
that
but is it? Is he going to pull a levitation on us? This is Rob. Levitation gets outlawed, right? It's one of the spells that like breaks the game in a lot of the games, and
Yeah.
then they outlaw it, right?
He's gonna do
I
the
have a really
concept
good
of
filtering
spell
question
making.
that you guys should ask, and I'm not going to tell you what that
Oh
question
no!
is.
Oh no! It could be. Is it legal? That's a filtering question. I guess it depends on the time frame we're in. It could be. Is it a thing that the player character can do? Is it a spell the player character can do? It could be. Is it shout? That's technically a type of spell. But
I think legal at the time of Skyrim. Or
Skyrim?
something could be a decent line.
yeah, but does that cut? How many things does that cut out? Necromancy,
That
levitation.
might only get rid of necromancy, levitation.
We could go
That
through just
is really it.
the lists of spell types, like alteration, conjuration, all of that.
Yeah.
But some of those, what's tricky about that, and Lotus and I have gone over this, is some of these spells get moved around. So, like in Morrowind, they're in one category, and then that category doesn't exist anymore. Now they're in another category. So that
That's
gets
a very good point, Tom.
that gets weird.
That
So is
Find
it?
out if
Well, here, maybe we should do this. Maybe I should ask, is it a spell that the player can use in Skyrim, in the game
yeah, that's what I
Skyrim?
was going to suggest. Try and narrow down where
that
it
is a
exists.
great question. That is essentially what I was going to recommend. It's you got it even more specific than
Yes!
that.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
the answer is yes.
Okay, awesome.
It's in Skyrim. Okay.
Ariadel in chat says, is it in Skyrim? I didn't even see that when I asked the
Much
question.
easier to narrow down.
Okay, so it is a spell you can cast in Skyrim.
That
As-
is not primarily
as the player.
used to cause damage.
It's not primarily used to cause damage. Okay.
So I guess telekinesis was in here.
Could be.
It says, okay, so do spells where you conjure something that can attack your enemies count as primarily used to do damage? I want to
asking
say
me?
yes.
I,
I
would
don't.
say it does.
I would say,
but
yeah.
unless-
If you're getting a flame Antronach,
I feel
Right.
like at the very least I would have hesitated a lot more before answering. if that
Probably,
was the
yeah,
case.
because you're not summoning a flame atronach for companions. Well, maybe some
I would have
people
been
are.
like, well,
Yeah, okay, there is that. But otherwise, well, okay, we could get into the main monkey says most likely an alteration or healing school. So Falcon, you could narrow it down as like, is it healing? Healing's
Yeah.
pretty popular.
restoration, illusion, or
Right.
alteration. If it's not one of these main schools, like if it is a shout, it would have to
Mhm.
yeah.
like whirlwind
Mhm.
sprint would still count, right? Because
Right.
it's just
Mhm.
running.
I feel like most shouts aren't damaging. There's
Yeah.
only a handful that are.
Yeah,
True, yeah.
yeah. Well, Falcon, it's your turn. So what do you think? What do you want
Yeah.
to go with here? He's
Um,
processing
all
it.
right. Yeah, I
I'm
think
trying
we
to
wanna
fill
get
the
this
empty
school
space because
down.
it is a podcast.
Yes, I know. Yeah, I understand that. Sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah,
if we were just
hurry
sitting
up.
around in our living
Hurry
rooms,
up,
we
man.
could just like we would just be like,
Yeah,
it's
we
gonna
could
take
just sit
forever.
here and
And just
think and debate.
Yeah, chat. Feel free to throw out some ideas.
Is it in the schools of alteration or illusion?
No.
Not
it's neither of
alteration
those.
or illusion. Okay, so we still have restoration, shouts. There are some destruction spells that I don't think
destruction. but
technically are force just damage, but that feels weird.
The destruction ones I'm looking at all list how many points of damage they do. So
yeah, so
I
that's
think we can
probably
get
not
rid
on
of
the table.
destruction comfortably.
Right. So
So
which
it's restoration or shouts?
right? So what were the two that you just asked that are now off the board?
Alteration and illusion are all.
So it could be conjuration. It could be restoration. Is there another?
Conjuration that's not Antronach, I think is what we settled on.
Yes,
Well,
something
there's
like
other
that.
things that you can conjure
Yeah,
that are
yeah.
also made for hurting people.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Where do you want to go with this, Mintaka?
You're on a GLP-1. Your appetite is changing, your cravings quiet down, and food noise is finally fading. But now you're wondering, how do I manage my side effects? What do I eat to stay strong? How do I break through a plateau? Because reaching your weight loss goals can take more than meds. That's where Weight Watchers Med Plus comes in. The support designed to help you navigate what comes next. With trusted experts who guide you, food plans that work with your body, support to help manage side effects, plus access to GLP-1 medication. Weight Watchers Med Plus is designed to help you lose more weight. Watch it work. Get started today at WeightWatchers.com. All medical services are provided through our affiliated medical group, Weight Watchers Clinic. Medications require eligibility and prescription. Individual results may vary. See site for more details.
Mom, can you tell me a story?
Sure. Once upon a time, a mom needed a new car.
Was she brave?
She was tired, mostly. But she went to Carvana.com and found a great car at a great price. No secret treasure map required.
Did you have to fight a dragon?
Nope, she bought it 100% online. From her bed, actually.
Was it scary?
Honey, it was as unscary as car buying could be.
Did the car have a sunroof?
It did, actually.
Okay, good story.
Car buying you'll want to tell stories about. Buy your car today on
Carvana.
Delivery fees may apply.
I'm just going to straight up ask, is it from the Conjuration? Okay.
It's not conjuration. So it
That
might be
helps.
restoration. It might be a shout.
Restoration or shout.
Or are there other spells you can cast that don't fit in those categories? And Rob is just being tricky.
I think every spell in Skyrim is put into there are the powers.
Okay,
Yeah,
There
so
are like
powers.
racial powers.
all right,
And
so
then there's like spell adjacent stuff like enchanting, but that's not really cast in the same game. So.
yeah, but we haven't really clarified what it means to cast the spell, right? So like,
Right.
and we're touching on some of the things Lotus and I talked about in episodes not too long ago about how there's these other abilities and powers that don't fit into a category.
I will help you out, at least on Mintaka's point, in that I would not classify an enchantment as a spell. I would classify that as the other category of magic. You can have a spell or an enchantment or miscellaneous.
So by you
I would not
saying
count.
it's a spell, it's something that you actively cast as a magic user. It wouldn't be, for example, the effect of the Wabbajack when used on somebody, even because, does that make sense?
Because that would be an enchantment.
That would be an
effect.
enchantment effect,
Okay.
right?
So it's restoration, power, or shout.
I guess the Wabbajack specifically, like a staff, does cast a spell through the item. So maybe not with the Wabbajack. I think
Right.
that would count as a spell.
But then technically the player isn't casting the spell, the staff is.
But it is still a spell at that point.
But it is still a
Whereas, like,
spell.
We did not.
An enchantment
we did
on a
not
sword
say
to
it
do
is
fire
the
damage.
player.
That's not a spell.
Right. Okay. Well, let's narrow it down some more, because it could be restoration. It could be a shout. It could be the Thum, right? So is it restoration?
Yes, the most perfectly valid school. Of
There you go.
magic.
All right. All right. It's a restoration spell. How many are we at now? It's got to be like 14 or something, right?
It's a good question.
We're kinda low.
Maybe Monkey
Maybe
wrote,
Monkey just said
wrote
six,
six.
and that's definitely
It's
not.
not true.
That can't be right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute, we are.
No, we've
Wait a
just been
minute.
like.
Oh, we've
debating for
been
15
talking a
minutes.
lot. Wow.
Wait a minute.
Really?
Oh, let's start guessing.
Oh man, yeah,
willy-nilly.
just go
Just-
through every spell and you'll get it.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right.
Okay, so here's some thoughts. Other ways to narrow this down. We know it's restoration. It could be an apprentice level spell. It could be an adept level
that's a
spell,
good idea.
right? Like we could subdivide it expert level. Like we could subdivide by like how much magicka does
Yeah,
it take?
that was my thought.
If we ask 2 levels, like ask expert and master at once,
Or that's true.
50-50
Then you
for
divide it.
both yes and no.
Or there's about half of the spells that do some form of healing, and the half the spells that do something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could subdivide it that way
There's
too.
like protection, and then there's actually some, depending on if they're in the base game or not. I mean, they damage to undead, but they're still.
But that's a damage spell.
Right, so it wouldn't be included.
Right, so that's not an answer for what we're looking for. Yeah.
right.
All right. What do you think, Mintaka?
I'm gonna say, is it adept or above? That's my question in the spell sort of hierarchy.
Yes.
It's adept or above. Okay.
adept.
Adept,
above.
expert, or master.
Okay.
master.
All right.
Okay. So that narrows it down a bit.
Let me go with, is it expert?
No.
It's not expert level, so it's either
Adept or one of the two masters.
Master, or one or two of the masters, yeah. And it can't be Bane of the Undead, because that damages undead. So that's one of the two masters.
Same as Poison Rune.
Aura.
It could be Guardian Circle. That doesn't hurt things. It just makes them flee.
Why the hell is Poison Rune a freaking restoration spell, by the way?
Yeah, that feels odd.
They had to put it somewhere, I guess.
Elements, and so they couldn't put it in destruction.
They didn't know where to put it.
Yeah. All right. Falcon, what do you think? I think we're up to 8. Yeah, 8 turns so far. Yeah, poison is like reverse medicine. That makes sense.
Does it...
In chat.
Is your question, does it
Does it
Like when you're channeling
does it heal the caster?
Does it
heal the caster? No.
Doesn't heal the caster.
So ward or one of the healing other people.
Or close wounds heals the caster.
Close wounds heals the caster.
Right, so it can't be that. It could be a ward.
Wards.
It could heal undead. You can't. Well, yeah, because you can't cast that on yourself even if you are undead. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah,
it could be poison. It can't be poison rune because that does damage. That's primarily used to do damage, which was.
So it's heals a target. It's a ward, or it flees.
Yeah. All right, Mintaka, what do you think?
I'm going to ask about if it has any effect on the undead.
Does it? Yeah, Rob, does it have an effect on the undead?
No.
Okay. So we can rule out undead. Heals undead.
Can't be Guardian Circle.
Undead.
Turn undead, Circle of Protection. Oh, no, that's
Repel lesser undead can also be.
Yeah. Can't do a heal other. Heal other doesn't heal yourself. Greater ward doesn't heal you. It could be one of those.
Ward, heal other.
All right, so I'm just going to guess because we've got a number of guesses here. Is it heal other?
Yes.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. That was a good one, Rob. That was. I know it doesn't. That. I feel like we kind of got it, but we talked a lot.
Defeated because we got less than 10 questions.
We talked a lot though. Like we really worked this one.
Yeah, we talked about the nature of what a spell is.
And you were very generous. To your credit, you were very generous in helping to steer us very clearly with your answers.
Yeah, just because I'm like, well, I'm not even considering that a valid category, so I'm not going to let you guys waste your time on that.
Right. No, we appreciate that. So that it makes the game more fun. So we appreciate that. All right. Awesome. All right, Mintaka, it's your turn. Do you have something in mind?
Oh my God. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I go first. So we got to narrow down from right. Is it or was it a living thing?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. Falcon?
Okay. Yeah.
So,
is it or was it a living
So it either is living or was living.
Is it a part of a playable race?
Oh.
A part? What do you mean by a part
weird
of?
way to phrase that.
Yeah,
I know.
A part of a playable race.
Like an Argonian's arm? Like what do we...
No. I mean like a member of them.
Yeah.
Of the race. God.
Oh, okay. I'm glad.
Yeah, member of the race.
Me and Tom were stuck.
I was thinking of Khajiit's Red Rocket.
Right, it's a Khajiit's claw.
Good Lord.
Those are barbs.
Sorry, there's no wiki page for that. So
not on your wiki.
I'm gonna say no.
No.
I'm gonna say no.
So
no, they're not a member of a playable race in games that we've ever had. Yeah.
Now I noticed you used the word they, so it feels like it might be have a person quality attached to it. So I'm just assuming that maybe that was just.
What was that slode we talked about in the romance episode?
Oh dear God. Oh man.
Try not to remember.
Oh yeah.
All right, so not playable race having something to do with them. Might be Rob, it might have a personality. Maybe want to just ask, is it a person?
I think that's a fair question at this point, yeah, because we know it's living.
Yes, if you'd like to answer that, you can, or ask that, you can.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Oh, I don't know.
It's Rob's turn.
Is it a person? I'm so sorry.
Oh, yes, it's a person.
It's a person. Okay, it's a person. Is it a person that is... Okay, so how do we narrow this down? It's not a playable race.
It's a named person.
It's a named person. Is it a person that would be considered a godlike being?
No.
Meaning, like, is it an Aedra or a Daedra or one of the Tribunal or Manny Marco because he became a god or no? Okay, so it's not a godlike being. Okay.
Not a godlike being.
Not a deity, okay.
Okay. So, not a godlike being. What do you think, Falcon? Not a playable race. So okay, so let's
not a playable
race. We can think through this, right? Like, so it could be
Main Monkey is suggesting like snow elves in the Falmer.
Snow elves, Falmer, Slowed, sea elves, left-handed elves.
Do we want to ask if it's like aggressive, like if it's an enemy?
A need.
Do we want to try to figure out what game this character can be found in?
Yeah, we could do that too. It could be a dragon. It could be a monster of some sort that has a personality.
In a book.
It could be somebody just from a book.
Can we meet this person is a potential question that we could throw.
I think I like that one. Yeah, can we meet this character?
In any of the games? Okay. Okay,
Nope.
so we as the player character in a game cannot actually engage in
got to narrow
meet
it down a ton.
Okay, but they also aren't like a deity-like character.
Yeah, they're not deities, so it's not going to be Talos.
Or like Stendar or Lorcan.
Debella,
right.
Whoever.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Somebody can't meet.
What's our favorite gay cyborg? What's his name?
Don't meet him?
What's his face? Pelinal.
Pelinal Whitestrake.
Would we consider Pelinal Whitestrake godlike? I kind of would.
Don't you meet his ghost or whatever?
He was a very powerful individual, but he was not a deity. Nobody would worship him.
In Oblivion, I think you do encounter a spirit of his, but I don't know if that counts as meeting.
You do. He was.
That counts meeting.
Yeah, he was a very powerful
I would say he's
person.
like just below godlike, maybe. Yeah. So I guess he's
gay time traveling cyborg. I don't know, that sounds like a god.
That sounds like something worth worshiping, I guess.
This is the liberal future that they want.
Darn.
Now people are going to quit the podcast and be like, they're so woke. They're like, this has been in the game for a really long time, guys. All right. Is it Rob? Is it your turn? I forget. Where are we at?
Oh, that's a good question. We are on question 6, so it has to be my turn. Yeah.
Okay, it's question 6.
What are I don't.
You can't engage with them, so it's kind of you got to narrow it down
we just
a lot.
Start narrowing games or races? I feel like those are two pathways we could go.
But we know it's not. We know it's not related to a playable race,
right? But there are plenty of
not
other
a playable
races.
race. It's not something. It's not something we engage
a Minotaur,
with.
a Falmer, a Lamia. It could be a number of
But if we can't engage with them, then it's either
it's something in lore, like Sinistral Elf.
Yeah, or somebody.
Can you get them in ESO? I don't.
No, they don't show up in ESO.
So in the cards,
right? But do we even know the names of anybody individually? Right? I guess
that's true.
I'm going to ask a question. I don't know if you're going to have an answer. Are they mentioned in ESO?
I'm going to say I believe so.
Okay.
I don't know because I haven't played all of ESO.
Well, even if there's just a book that mentions them, most of the books are in ESO.
I believe so. Let me just look real quick. Oh, yeah. I believe. Yes. They're mentioned in ESO.
Okay.
I feel like that's helpful.
Okay. Not godlike being.
I was fairly sure it was correct, ESO. But I am. Okay.
Are they mentioned here? Let's maybe do this. Are they mentioned?
It does kind of sound like they're definitely mentioned in another game. But by the way that she answered.
That does seem like that's true. Are they mentioned in a book? Like do they show up in an in-world book? Is there an in-world book about them, or do they show up as a character in an in-world book?
Yes.
As far as you know. Okay, so yes.
Yes.
Okay.
We know them from a. Likely, then the place we know them from is a book, and
so they could be like a historical character. They could be. I'm trying to think of who else would be in the books. That's not a playable race. So it's not.
I was like, lifts her tail right back to the last Argonian maid, but not a playable race.
Right. So it can't be like one of
the character's name lifts her tail.
That's her name.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, yes.
That's quite the name.
Yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah, but it can't be like Saint Alessia, for example.
I don't remember.
Because Saint Alessia would have been like that fits in the playable race thing, right? It can't be.
Does Saint Alessia?
Yeah, because she was.
She is a human.
Human, like she was
a playable race.
I guess.
But is she a human we can play as?
No, but
she is a imperial.
But
I would say we can play as
imperial. I didn't know if she was a older than.
Well,
I think she quite literally begins the Imperial race.
Okay.
She might have counted as like a Need who then was the first of the Imperial line or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Because like Need's not playable, but it's still person.
right.
I would just
No, that's a tricky one. You're right. That is a little weird.
I'm like that's a Breton Order Imperial in game mechanics. It is a Need, but it's still also like they still use a character model to represent needs, and it's a Nord or a Breton or
Right. It's like, where is the line between those different groups? Like throughout history, it's really fuzzy.
Yeah. That's I didn't really think I pulled that example up, but that's one of those examples that's like really on the line there. That's weird.
I just wouldn't think about it too much, and I feel like that's probably the best way to go about that.
Right. It could be like a Dwemer. Those are not playable, although it can't be like Kagranak. No, it could be Kagranak because you don't engage with Kagranak. We talk to who's the one in Morrowind?
Spider guy.
Yeah, with the spider legs.
I just had his name in my head.
Kagranak made the tools, but we never engaged with Kagranak.
Yagrim Bagarn.
Yagrim Bagarn. So it can't be Yagrim Bagarn because we can't talk to him.
Dwemer. There's only a handful.
Right, so it could be Kagranak.
A lot of
could still be Kagranak.
Ones.
It could be Kagranak. It could be a Chimer. It could be.
It could still be a Falmer. It could be any of the beast races because you encounter there are there aren't too many beast races that are named in a book.
Not too many.
Do we know if they're named?
Not playable.
Do we know their name? That's a good question.
Do we want to ask that?
Falcon, I think it's your turn for a question. Do you want to? Yeah, I think that's a fine filtering question. It might be too obvious.
Is it a named character?
Yeah.
It's a named character. Okay.
Steven.
Do we want to narrow it down and find out if they are currently living during the time period of any of the games?
I think if you never encounter them, that kind of implies no, right?
They're dead or far off.
Or they might
think
be
of an example
at
that
a
doesn't
distance.
meet that?
That's a good question. Yeah.
Because there probably is like named characters in a Skyrim book that are alive at the time of ESO or Morrowind, but we never meet.
Yeah, I think you're right. I don't know that really subdivides it very well. This is tricky. This is tricky.
And I don't know.
You could narrow. Okay. Here's another way to narrow it down. You could go beast race, elf, man, something else.
I was just going to say, try to narrow down the races without getting too specific.
Right.
We have already narrowed down, I think, all of the man races.
Right, man, mer, beast. So like a Dwemer and a Chimer are mer. Falmer would be a mer, right? But if it was like a Need or something like that, then
is this person a mer?
No.
Not a mer. Okay.
It's man or beast then.
I think it's not a man already, just by nature of not a playable race.
And it's not a godlike.
I mean, if we're going to count Chimer as separate, then I think Needs would have to be separate.
Yeah, but I mean, how many Needs do we know the names of?
That's true. That's fair.
Yeah, that was kind of my point.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
So yeah, it can't be a Nord, can't be an Imperial, can't be a Breton. It's not a mer.
Well, hold on. Is Hjalti, what's his name?
Hjalti Earlybeard?
Yeah, Talos, before he was a god, is not godlike because he wasn't a god yet.
Oh, that's a good question. Because,
he is a Need, isn't he?
Because one of the theories is that he was actually multiple people who combined together and all of, oh, man.
I think that's
why is the lore so weird?
That would be evil.
She would be hesitating more on her answers if that were the case. I think, because it is a complicated subject.
I feel like it must be some sort of beast-like personality, right? Like
it could still be that beautiful Slode.
Right. Like I would consider Slode among the beast races, right? So is it a beast? Let me just ask:
is this a beast race?
Yes. Is it a beast race? That'll be my question. Is it a beast race?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. That was a yeah.
It was yeah.
Okay, cool. I just want to be clear on that.
So I'm thinking like the son of Alessia, the Minotaur, or maybe
okay.
The Slode, that
Morihound.
Oh no, I think we interact with that Slode actually.
So there's Morihound. I don't think we interact with. Morihound is mentioned in ESO. Who else? There are Slodes.
The bull, is that who you're talking about?
The bull guy, yeah.
Yeah.
There are Slode that show up in ESO. Right, this is something that shows up in ESO, but we can't engage with them directly. They're mentioned in ESO, but we can't engage with them directly. That would count for Morihound. Morehouse? Morehouse. That's it.
Morehouse. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've corrected you a few times.
Thank you. Sorry. My brain is like, who else is there? And I just keep on jumping from one thing to the next.
And I can't. Is it Belharza? Is that the son, Alessia's son's name?
That's a good question. I don't remember that one. I can just look it up.
Alessia's son's is Belharza, yeah.
Okay. So, and which is Morehouse's son by nature. Morehouse and
Well,
Belharza.
we could clarify Minotaur, Slowed, other beast races. Like, do we want to go in one of those
are there
We could
directions?
ask like 3 beast races.
Yeah,
I mean,
we've got.
technically, there are like named characters of a ton of monstrous races. If you
Yeah, it's probably like a named Impus somewhere.
Right. Or it could be like an ancient dragon that just didn't show
but
back
they're
up later.
specifically named in a book.
Yeah, well, that
is
makes
kind
sense.
of
That makes
unique.
sense for Morehouse. That makes sense. Okay, so whose turn is it? Where are we at? I lost
I
track.
think it's
You, Tom, just went with. Is it a beast race?
yeah. So it's
Yes,
me.
so it's you. That's good. Good call. All right, Falcon. Do you want to narrow down the beast race? Maybe.
Is it a slowed or Minotaur?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait,
Oh, we're
it's
getting.
one of
No.
those two.
Oh, Rob, do you want to just subdivide that one? What are we at now?
I
9?
kind of want to jump for it, guys.
Okay, go for it.
Is it Belharza?
No.
Oh,
Is it a Minotaur?
Is that?
Yeah,
is
let's
that
just
your
go with it.
question?
Is it a Minotaur?
Yes.
Okay, it is a Minotaur. Is it Morehouse? Falcon, you
Yes.
gotta. Okay, Falcon.
is Morehouse.
Yeah, it is Morehouse. All right, man, we got it. Whoa, that was tough.
Morehouse.
Also, I know it doesn't feel like I was the 10th question. That was the 11
I
questions.
didn't think it would be hard. I thought I
Wow.
was choosing someone way too obvious. But
No, like it's
No,
that's one of
Morehouse
those.
is kind of a niche character to some.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're
I
right.
love him.
You're right. He comes up in ESO, but you don't actually.
I'm a huge fan of
don't
Minotaur,
think-
so my mind
Me
was
too.
gravitating there pretty quickly, but I feel like most people don't have it in their mind.
Yeah.
I don't like
He's in my
ESO
mind
or
all the time.
Oblivion, so Minotaurs are
Same
gone
girl.
in my mind.
I think about Morehouse. Like, I want to know more about that whole
I want to
situation.
know more about his house.
Yeah, more about exactly.
Yeah, like if you're a Minotaur, how do
Yeah,
you
find
design
out
your
about the bedroom.
How do you design your door
No.
frames? You've got those horns. They got to get in the
I
way
need
when you're going through the doors.
explanations. I want
Also,
more
I do have
lore.
to actually technically he's not a Minotaur.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He is a
He's
winged
the,
bull.
He's a winged bull.
Okay.
And his son, I guess,
He is not
technically.
mentioned to be a man in any way, shape, or form unless you reference the statue of him in Oblivion.
Yeah, he
Which
looks
is
kind of like a
revisionist.
Minotaur, though. In the
Yeah.
artwork,
He
even in the
does
ESO
have a head
artwork.
like a bull, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It says he's believed to be one of the first minotaurs on you. Oh no, that's Belharza. No, you're right.
He's
Yeah.
also a
Demigod.
demigod.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
I
so
guess he
also
is
godlike.
technically.
So hey, we got there anyway. It's okay.
So
Son
we
of
still
Khan.
found our way there.
Oh yeah, because his mom was
Morthal
kind.
is named after
That's
him.
right.
Huh.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's
know that about Morthal.
But that's part of why this stuff is so fun, is because it's all like there are so many things that are just like on the line between stuff, and it's like, well, is it this or is it this or is it both
Yeah.
or is it neither?
He looks just like an anthropomorphic bull. But technically,
It's funny. I
guess
went
he's
to
not.
Pelennor Whiteshriek immediately at the beginning, and it wasn't him. It was just his best buddy.
I thought we'd get there, and then you went through Alessia and everything, and I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, good one. I mean,
And
this
we
was
ruled out Umaro
this was fun.
because it's not an elf. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, we're at the end, man. It took us an hour to get through all 3 of those. These were tricky ones. Thank you for bringing those to the chat this week. And I'm sorry Lotus couldn't make it.
66%.
Lotus is just suffering through PAX. I'm sure he's having a really rough time.
Oh,
right
worst
now.
time.
he's hating his life.
Yeah, I'm sure he's having. Lotus, we hope you get better. But we got to wrap this up. Before you guys think about your little going away thing, anything you want to share and ways people can get a hold of you and that kind of stuff. But before we do that, it's been a few weeks since I've had the opportunity to thank our new patrons for joining us. So welcome to Michael F., William K., Gus Will Get It Done, and Victor K., and Ven joining us on the Patreon. Thank you so much. You can get ad-free episodes and all. You guys know how this works. I don't have to go through the whole thing. And also shout outs to our Daedric Princes, Kira C, Blinding Vision, Hirsine, Peter R, Austin B, and Mintaka, who's joining us. Thanks for joining us, Mintaka. And if you'd like to help out in other ways, you can leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. We'll read that out on a future episode of the show. You can comment on Spotify. You can join us on the Discord. There's lots of ways for you to get involved. Thanks, everybody, for being a part of this and keeping the show going. But to wrap this up, let's go in order, Falcon, and then Rob, and then Mintaka. What you got going on? How can people get hold of you? What do you want to say? What are your last words? Wait, not that last one.
Oh, that got dark.
Last
What are my
words
last
in
words?
the show. Yeah. That got dark. Sorry. All right, Falcon, what's up?
I guess on the topic of last words, my last meal would be steak and butter noodles. And
is that a quote from something, or is that just your personal preference?
yeah, that's just my personal.
Okay.
A big steak and some butter noodles.
I expect nothing less.
Yeah. It feels like the kind of thing where you make reference to like a movie scene where somebody was given their last meal or something, and then that's the thing they picked. And then you're like, everybody references it, but I just didn't see the movie or something.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm all out of bubble gum or some kind of line like that.
Yeah. Like some big tough guy gets, attacked by the mob and they're like, all right, this is your last meal. We're going to put a gun in the back of your head or whatever. What do you want? Pick whatever you want. And they're like, I want steak and butter noodles.
Yeah. Give me steak.
It feels like a Tarantino kind of thing, I guess. I don't know.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Falcon, anything to share?
No, that was it. Just a good last meal.
Cool. Well, thanks for being here. And thanks for the 20 questions topic. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Rob, anything you want to share?
That Sky Oblivion project, shout out as usual. It's coming out any day now at this point, I'm sure. You can catch me in the Discord and the ESO guild officer for the PCNA guild for the Lorecasters. Otherwise, yeah, Rob the Princess, that's me. Thanks for having me. Also, Tom, don't forget to do the random page at the end.
That's true. Thank you for the reminder. I always get distracted during the patron chats because I have to run everything. I hit the button. It's loading right now. There we go. It's up on the screen. Yeah. Mintaka, thanks for taking the time to join us and signing up and being a part of this. This is super fun.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'm glad I was able to make it.
Yeah. Anything you want to share? Anything you've got going on?
You can contact me on the Discord. My main thing these days is world building and language construction. So if you're interested in those topics, get my stuff at aineith.com. It's AENIITH.com. And you can contact me there as well. So, yeah.
Nice. What kind of things do they find when they go to the website?
So it's a large world building project I've been doing for the last 20 years, as well as constructed languages that I've been making for a long time. So like conlines.
Wow. So like you're your own J.R.R. Tolkien. Like. Yeah,
I mean, that's basically the same type of work, more or less. So it's kind of the intersection of.
That's very, very cool. Obviously, you guys know I do the Lord of the Rings lorecast, but language is not one of my strong suits. It's one of those things I look at when other people do, and I go, well, that's really, really cool. But then I suffered through foreign language classes in school, and I just did not. Most classes came pretty easy, not those. So that, like, people like you who can just be like, yeah, we're working on inventing our own languages and using them in our own world where people can speak them. And I'm just like, it's just magic. It's just magic to me. So very cool. Thank you for joining us. And yeah, go check. What was the website again? Just so people can check it out.
Aineith. It's AENIITH.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome. And then Main Monkey, thanks for hanging out and being here too. And being a part of it. Main Monkey's sharing Mintaka shared it in our chat. Saw it pop up. And Lotus, so sorry Lotus couldn't be here, but we will be back next week with a regular episode like we normally do. And until then, stay safe out there. And thanks for playing 20 questions with us. And if you figured these out before we did, let us know. Jump on the Discord, comment, be like, you guys are idiots. I figured out by question number 5. But thanks everyone. We're going to go. We'll see you next time. And I feel like I'm forgetting to say something, but I guess I'm not. All right. Bye.
Did you do the page?
Oh, I didn't do the page. I did forget something. You're right. It's right here in front of me.
He loaded it.
I loaded it. All right. You guys want to guess what this is? What this is about? What game this is about?
Is it, again, the card game? Because I feel like we get that a lot.
I know, right? Like, those come up a lot. No, this is actually a very normal one of the normal games. It's Elder Scrolls Online. It's a place. Maybe this is how I should have played 20 questions if I got a chance to do my own to my turn. It's a place. It's in High Isle.
Questions to figure out what this is.
In the marketplace. It's arms and armor on Gonfalon Bay. I don't think I've ever actually said that word. I've just read it. Arms and Armor is a marketplace selling weapons and armor in Gonfalon Bay. It can be located in front of the northern entrance to Bayside Artisans, just west of the Gonfalon Square Way Shrine. There is a safe box secure within. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'm sure I've been there in the game. If you guys have played, have you gone to
just an armory merchant shop?
It's just a little merchant shop out in the middle of the town. That's all it is. With it's a little section of the place with different shops and things, and then a list of the vendors.
I really
and
like
stuff
that
on the page.
island. It was a really cool place.
Yeah. So there you go. Thanks for the reminder for the random page. All right, everybody, have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you next time. Stay safe out there. Thanks for tuning in to the Elder Scrolls Lorecast. Check out robotsradio.net for more podcasts just like this, and join us on the Robots Radio Discord. Be part of a community of over 5,000 people who are excited about video games and so much more. Robots Radio. Games, lore, stories, community. Just press play.
Hey, sweetie, your mother showed me this Carvana thing for selling the car. I'm going to give it a try. Wish me luck. Me again. I put in the license plate. It gave me an offer. Unbelievable. Okay, I accepted the offer. They're picking it up Tuesday from the driveway. I haven't even left my chair. It's done. The car's gone. I'm holding a check. Anyway, Carvana, give it a whirl. Love ya.
So good, you'll want to leave a voicemail about it. Sell your car today on
Carvana.
Pickup fees may apply.